Welcome everyone to episode 512 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. And if you have a short-haired, Cuban, beautiful man next to you, you can pet his head. This is Carlos. For those of you that don't know, this is Carlitos. This is Carlos. He was in episode 5 and 13 of the Daily Swole. So some of you have gone back and watched every episode. Some of you have been watching since the very beginning. So if you recognize him, we're going to shoot the shit. And this is about where it all started, this episode. I believe I titled it Where It Began, Where It All Started. I actually forgot right now where I titled it because I'm so excited to see this guy.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
So thank you so much for joining me every day live at 12 noon Eastern Time. If it's your first time watching the show, make sure you drop a comment, say what up if it's your first time. And remember, all the episodes are on YouTube and you can listen on SoundCloud and iTunes. For anyone that's watching that wants to slide into Papa Swole's DMs, take a screenshot and tag at Swolenormous in your Instagram stories, and I will potentially give you a shout out, and I'll definitely hit you up in the DM. So take a screenshot of any of the podcasts, the live broadcast, take a screenshot right now, tag at Swolenormous, and post it in your Instagram stories, and I will give you a shout out. So we're here, the greatest of all time, and the sidekick. So first off, yeah, right? So what's going on? Richard, Wesley, what up? It's like a superhero. Dash, Tim, what's going on? Shane, Justin, John. Who here remembers? All right, first off, who here remembers Carlos? Who here has gone back and either watched it live back in the day, or who here has rewatched or seen episode 5 or 13? Remember we're doing those like transformation journeys? We're doing like week 1, week 2, and we stopped after like week 1. No, we did 2 in a row. It was 5 and 13 because those are 8 days apart, and then we just stopped. Yeah. So that was fun. So we'll talk about, a little bit about like his nutritional journey, and he's doing some different stuff now, and he's in the premium community. So some of you might have seen him post and seen him here and again, seen his name in Swolenormous Premium. I remember Carlos's first Swolenormous. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I've done. We did like
I think you did a video of me too. Like
we did vlogs. I did a vlog on Swole Motion where we did like remember the lunges and like the frog jumps in the park.
Yeah. That's exactly. In
the field, I remember like
I was really suffering that.
Yeah, and you were like, I'm already dead. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
So, no signal zone. Makisha, you better correct that shit, girl. So let's see. Morning, everyone's saying hi. Okay, so let's just go back to the beginning. Because what I find interesting is not just the fitness stuff, but that Carlos was here at the beginning of Swolenormous. Like this is like way back, throwback, like the original. This is OG Daily Swole. This is way back to the beginning.
Yeah, this is what, back then.
500 episodes ago, because the last one was 13.
I can't even believe that I saw 512. Like, that's nuts. Like
512.
Well, for one, I'm just stunned at looking at how many viewers you have now. That's quite an improvement from...
Yeah, popping in. We're doing better. We're doing better. It's a little quiet today. It's so up and down. You know, that's one of the things that I think when we first started doing it, it was like 0, 1, 5, and we knew everyone's name.
And
personally.
We knew everybody because it was always the same 3.
And it was Periscope.
Yeah.
And it was Periscope and Busker and all these things that I was trying. Yeah. Busker. So then I left Facebook Live for a while, and then I came back when I realized that Facebook Live. I like Periscope for like the broadcasting purposes, but I always had trouble with Facebook Live for some reason. But then, as technology got better and everyone worked through the bugs, came back to Facebook Live, which I'm grateful for. But remember, like I had maybe a couple hundred people on my Facebook page. Now there's like 90,000, over 90,000 here. Instagram was like, low. Now it's like over 10. It's all growing. YouTube, we started doing like that was the YouTube. We're pounding the pavement on YouTube.
Yeah, I still have that channel out there too.
Oh, Eric's birthday. Happy birthday, Eric.
Happy birthday, Eric.
Happy birthday. It's Saturday. People are hungover. My birthday is on
Saturday. I'm slightly hungover because I did have a few drinks yesterday. So.
It's weird because the live broadcasting, I've learned, getting back to what we're talking about, I've learned that not to pay attention to the number from the beginning. I think it was great like having 0 viewers or 2 viewers or 3 viewers from the beginning because you start realizing that it's live. it's so different. It's so different live. Like not everyone can be here and like listen and watch live. So you add up all the people that listen to the podcast, those that catch it later and watch it on replay. So it might get a couple thousand views, but right now, I get it. It's hard. You might be driving. You might be, not have half an hour to watch a show.
People are living their life. You can't expect them every day.
Well, I can't expect. I feel like I can be awesome enough to pull people away from any of the billion things that they're doing in their life to catch the Daily Swole. Who doesn't want to see someone just flex on them on camera? Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that?
I mean, I guess we all do because I always go back to watch.
Different time zone. Don't pay attention. Sweet. So what's on the menu? What are you doing? All right, let's just pretend like this was the next week after episode 13. Well, for everyone that's watching, give them a little bit. Those are those people that aren't Papa Swole obsessed and haven't gone back and watched all the episodes, haven't caught the earlier ones. They've probably seen you because a lot of people they might not catch all the ones in the middle, but they'll catch like the first 5 or 10. So they saw you. Most people seem like they caught your episodes. What's a little background on you? Maybe related to fitness, how we met, whatever.
My name's Carlos, and I've me and Dash here used to work together at a technical school, and I was teaching in the automotive section, and he was obviously in the the gains section.
In the gains department.
In the gains department, right?
Getting huge.
And we hit it off right away. We were good friends from that job on forward.
It's like 5 or 6 years ago, right?
Yeah, probably longer by now. And then it's funny because around the beginning of this, we were really just tossing around ideas. We were like, hey, let's do the live show together. I had a YouTube channel going. He did a couple I think maybe 1 or 2 episodes he's in my channel, and we did like some
crossover
stuff,
some collab stuff.
And it was fun. And I wanted to start a health journey there too because I was really heavy and I was having back issues and all types of problems.
And that's where we're trying to like overlap stuff. Like, oh, cool, you come on my show and it'll motivate you and all that stuff.
Right, and I was trying to share the journey. What got really complicated with us was just how far we were from each other. I mean, we were hours away from each other.
Yeah, those of you that aren't in, it's a city atmosphere. So when you say Miami, when I tell people I live in Miami, it's just easier because no one's going to know the little towns around Miami. You say Miami, South. Right. Miami is almost like another name for South Florida. Like in South Florida, unless you live like in Palm Beach, it's like Miami. You're down there.
Pretty much.
So we live probably about like 40 minutes to depending on traffic, time of day. So about 40 minutes plus from each other. So it's not the most convenient.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it's still no excuse for how infrequently we see each other.
Well,
but
now we're closer. I used to be another 30, 45 minutes from here.
Oh yeah, from the last place. That was even further. That was even further. No, it wasn't that bad. Like Google Maps said 50 minutes, but no way, it didn't take that long.
Yeah.
Didn't take that long. Yeah, so keep going.
So then it was the search of getting a diet that I would actually stick to and train properly. He taught me a lot. That's how the whole video came about of me suffering with the squats, and it was just the warm up and stuff. It was actually pretty hilarious.
I gotta find those links and link them up here.
Yeah,
I should link to the. I'll probably link them up, or I'll put links to YouTube because I forget if we did Facebook. I forget if those were Facebook Live. Because remember I had that old iPad. Remember I had the iPad.
Yeah, they were Facebook Live because we used to do like 3 different live broadcasts.
It was Periscope. It was Periscope, Busker, and and it's funny. It's like that kind of stuff is good now. It's like that now is when I should be doing like the 3 broadcasts. Like then it's like no. 3 places. Yeah, then it was like 3 places where no one knows who you are.
Right.
It's like great, good idea.
So let's see. I was much heavier then. I was in the about 250 range, late 240s, 245, I think. I mean, you're gonna have to check on the videos to be sure. I don't even remember.
That's a nice Easter egg. Go find out. If you leave in the comments here, go back and watch those videos and find out how much Carlos weighed.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I'd said it, or maybe I didn't.
Maybe you did.
We'll find out.
Maybe you did.
We'll find out. I mean, 500 episodes ago.
512. Yeah. So you were on number 5 and you were on number 13.
So
if my memory serves me.
499 episodes ago.
400. Yeah.
Yeah.
400. And the cool thing is, it's easy to add up because it's all a day.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah.
Is that guy breaking into that place?
No, he lives there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I just walked through something. Yeah, he's cool. Well, I don't know. He was like really looking around. Yeah, 409. So it's interesting because it's all a day. A day is an episode. So it's like you count back. It's like, when's episode 800 going to be? It's like, well, I can add them up. I can actually pick out the date. But yeah, $4.99, man.
Yeah. So
$4.99. So we don't know how much you weighed. You weighed more.
Yeah, definitely weighed more. I know that I started this whole vegan thing because my wife got into this vegan diet, and along with what I learned with him, because we tried, what was the first one, ketosis?
Yeah, you did ketosis, right?
I did ketosis. I did lose weight right away, but I just found it hard to keep it like long term. It wasn't like, I was always edgy. It wasn't a good quality of life for me. So I moved on from that and tried different things and life and running a business and all of that. But now I'm actually making the best decisions when it comes to eating food. At least I'm picking better foods, you know, which is something I didn't do before. Paying more attention to how it affects my body. I'm way more cautious than I ever was. You know, I even found out I was lactose intolerant through this whole adventure. So it's been a process, but everything's a process. And you got to enjoy the process, right? So I am healthier. I don't know the exact way because I don't really know where I started. Right now I'm sitting in the 220 range. This guy really does look like he's breaking in.
Yeah, he's like climbing. I guess his key's not working, so he literally climbed the balcony.
Yeah, and pretty efficiently too. Like, it's kind of scary how fast he could do it.
So it's pretty easy to break into his place then.
Yeah, all right.
He leaves it all open upstairs.
Yeah, apparently. All right, well there you go.
All right. Oh, there we go. And then he's out.
And he's out.
Good move.
Quick, efficient.
All right. Anyway. So what's interesting about those diets, like ketosis, it's effective and it does work for a lot of people. I do think that ketosis is probably one of the more challenging ones to do, like if you travel or go some places. Like it's hard to make decisions because it's hard to find, because ketosis is really high fat and very low carb, but it's also the right kinds of fat. It's not like McDonald's fried crap. It's like eating the right fats. So
and it can get pricey, man, quick.
It can. It can. I mean, but you're also more satisfied. So I mean, I personally didn't like when I do keto. I did it. My skin looked great. I had energy, but I got very dizzy and lightheaded when I did like heavy weights and stuff like that. So it didn't really work for like bodybuilding. Some people use it for cutting and stuff like that. But yeah, so what did you do? So you went vegan, didn't work?
I'll
look at
vegan.
some questions.
Actually, that's an interesting...
No, keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking at questions.
That's the vegan process was actually pretty interesting because I did it for 14 days. I wanted to commit 14 days at first. So I committed 14 days and I cut out any type of animal product. Cheeses, eggs, milks, everything. And it's funny how the first thing I wanted to eat was eggs. Like, it was crazy. So day 14, I said, I'm adding eggs. I added eggs. It was fantastic. I loved it. And I was like, all right, I think I'm onto something. So, I was like, I felt like my body was cleansed enough where I can feel the when I put something into my body, how it's going to affect me, you know?
Did you feel like it was like it was a different kind of craving, though? Like, when you wanted eggs, it wasn't just
No. Like, the eggs, like... I never dream about food. Like, I like food, but I don't dream about food. You know, like, never had that. Like, and to crave something like crazy like that, I don't do it. I'm overweight just because food is convenient. You know
That's what I mean. It was a different kind of feeling. It wasn't just like
it was like, oh my god, like my body was lacking something.
Like, I need eggs.
Like, I need eggs.
Yeah,
you know. Like,
I had the same feeling.
So I jumped into eggs right away, to the point where I eat eggs every single day right now. Like, that's my first meal of the day, eggs. Like, I need to have eggs. It's like, I'm not even fighting it anymore.
I saw my day with,
No, I eat eggs all the time. So, and now I've been adding things little by little to see how they affect me. That's how I found out I was lactose intolerant. I mean, I used to put cheese on everything, man, like everything and all types. And now I learned that if I add more than one slice in a day, I'm gonna feel it the next day in my stomach. And it's crazy that it took a cleanse to realize that it was harming me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think, maybe completely vegetarian isn't the smartest thing, but I think that, finding a way to cleanse
you mean vegan, like
vegan, like hardcore.
Yeah, like hard, yeah.
Like, but I think it's a good way to start to figure yourself out,
But that's like, and that's
at least that's what worked for me. Like,
that's the crossover with like the plant paradox or ketosis or vegan, is that all those things eliminate most of like the crossover crap, like the processed food. You're getting rid of like most like breads, grains. You're getting rid of most We go
Sorry,
soda.
yeah,
No, you're cool. You got like you're getting rid of like the fruit juice. You're getting rid of sodas. You're getting rid of all the starches. So you're getting rid of a lot of the crap. You're getting rid of dairy. So a lot of times when people do these different diets, you have to find what works best for you because you'll see results because you're getting rid of a lot of the junk right off the bat. So it's like, oh great, you're getting rid of dairy. I feel so much better. No kidding. You're not consuming poison every day. Good for you.
Yeah.
I wonder why you feel better. But so there's a lot of crossover with what the improvement will, or what you're getting rid of. So, and then people keep on going down that road and they start hitting those walls. Like where they're not satisfied with what they're eating anymore. They're not satisfied with just being vegan, but they kind of just stick to that track and they hit that wall and that plateau and they just keep on grinding away at it without any progress. And they just think like that's the way I have to eat. And it's like, well, you don't forget, you don't have to eat within certain guidelines. Like it's your life.
You make your own guidelines.
You can customize these things. It doesn't have to be like
absolutely.
It could be and again, it's like an open relationship. You could have an open vegan diet, an open vegan relationship, but it's like finding what works best for you. But all of these are great. That's why the elimination diet or those types of methodologies, like you said, did a cleanse. Your body gets rid of antibodies after 3 or 4 weeks. So then you'll notice.
Yep.
You don't notice because your body's used to defending itself against dairy, and then all of a sudden you bring it back and you're like, holy shit! When I have 2 slices of cheese on a burger, I feel like crap.
Right, and it's kind of funny because now I approach what many would consider a cheat meal, right?
Yeah.
One of these meals where you just don't care. You just want to have a slice of pizza or, which, hey, it's part of life. You want to live, right? Do it.
But
you know that you're gonna suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're gonna eat pizza on the toilet. Just
tomorrow's gonna be a rough day, but man, I really want some pizza.
But you can make like your own pizza. I mean, it depends on how far you can make it with better cheese. You can make it with, let's say you can make it with like almond flour or coconut flour, like really good stuff.
Right.
I mean, it depends
As a matter of fact, something I did with
your effort you want to do.
Right. When I didn't know that beef was good with me yet, I constantly craved cheeseburgers. Because I ate them every day for a long time, as you can imagine, being a fat boy,
I'm fucking hungry now.
Right?
Yeah.
So, we got eggs.
We do eggs.
So I replaced the beef with black bean burgers, and kind of like, it's not the same, obviously, but...
Or mushrooms, people use portobello for like the texture.
Right,
yeah,
man.
portobello burgers.
And it worked. It helped me fight the crave for the days that I needed it. You know what I'm saying? And you're eating.
A lot of things are texture. A lot of things are texture, like the crunch. People like chips, but things like celery, lettuce,
onions.
That crunch actually releases like a certain effect in your brain that leads to satisfaction. So that's actually like evolutionary. So you're looking for that crunch, and that's what they try to capitalize on when they're selling you things like chips, which they'll make a crunch, but there's no health benefit. But you get addicted because of that salty and sweet balance. They call it the bliss. I think it's like the bliss zone, where they give you that perfect blend of salty and sweet that makes you addicted to it. Plus the crunch gives you that like, I want more, I want more, I want more.
And that's why potato chips are so addicting?
Yeah, exactly. Like salt and vinegar. Like, they have that blend. That's why like after sweet you want, like after sweet you want salt. Like I'm craving something salty and now I want something sweet. It's because your body wants that, and that's why they try to do like chocolate covered pretzels. They try to blend these things. Or
see what these people are saying.
I tried making cauliflower crusted pizza a while back, and I effed it up back. Well, I mean, there's a learning curve. I mean, new top got eggs. You can make a cheat meal with certain ingredients and stick to a certain way of eating. I believe that too, Steven.
For sure.
Within 2 weeks, no dairy and looks smaller, already beating the bloat.
Right.
Cauliflower crusted pizza. Wasn't taking dairy and flours out, was finding a lunch. My work buys lunch every day. Yeah, I mean,
that's rough.
Like what it depends. You got to bring your own food. It doesn't matter if your work, bring your own food.
There's nothing worse than the temptation of free food. I get it.
Free is always nice. Everyone loves.
Free is always nice.
Everyone loves free.
Yeah.
Everyone loves free. All right. So where are you at now? Like, how do you feel like with the mental approach? Since we were there from the beginning, so we have like a lot of the same, like, with like social media and business, like online and doing all this, and since really this like harkens back, like, not that you remember what we talked about on the first couple episodes, but 499 days ago. Like, how do you feel? How do you think about things differently? Like, how would you compartmentalize it for someone that's like just tuned in now? What are your thoughts about nutrition based on like what you were thinking to now. Maybe that'll help someone.
I think this is going to help you more, and not just nutrition. I think if you look at life in general like this, you're going to stress less about things and probably accomplish more. Everything is a process.
Yeah.
Everything in life is a process. I have a business, and it's a process. There are days where I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Like, I've had the lows of lows and the highs of highs, right? And you have to understand, even on the lowest and the worst days, that it's a process. There's a bigger picture to this. You go to sleep, tomorrow you wake up, and you're gonna feel better, you know? You could get another start the next day.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be perfect, because perfect doesn't exist.
There you go.
Everybody wants to be perfect, but it doesn't exist, you know? Know what you like, don't fight it, and try to work around that, you know? Like, I like cheeseburgers, so I work around that. Like, I put my nutritional meals around that, and I that's the only way it's gonna work, right? Like, if it's something I enjoy eating.
Notice he said cheeseburger like 6 times in this episode.
And yeah, like, cause I like cheeseburgers, you know. Like, and the funny part is that the number one ingredient, the first word, cheese, it hurts me. Right?
But I love how you said like you can't be perfect, and I get so many questions, and as you can imagine, everyone watching, you can imagine how many messages I get on Facebook and Instagram and everything. And everyone's trying to ask how do I get big or get abs or. These questions, they all revolve around like a certain concept. It's like, what should I do to get, what do I need to do to get the result?
Start.
Because I don't know. Like, I know what worked for me. I know good things to eliminate. But that journey, yours is going to be all squiggly and twisted. There's no straight line to get somewhere. So
I tried everything this guy did, and it didn't all work for me.
You could try to be perfect all you want, but it's never It's never going to happen. There's no perfect diet. There's no perfect workout plan.
Nope.
There's frameworks that you have to chop up and kind of and find your own way. So I like that. I mean, and the process, the journey, getting up. Like, if you're looking at weight loss like a graph, like a business, you're gonna have like the stock market,
ups, downs.
I mean, you look at the stock market. You go the other way for the screen. The stock market is like, overall, if you drew like an average straight line, it's just straight up.
Yep.
But individually, there's crashes all the way down. It's like, well, man, if you like gave up on the stock market then, you wouldn't be where it is now. And same thing with weight loss and progress. So those little dips should be motivational.
Yeah, since you're using that as an example, and remember, the biggest profit is when you're at your lowest low. That means you can climb the highest, right? And make the most.
Ooh, I like that.
It builds character, bro. When you're going down, it builds character.
So look at that. So
struggle, man, is part of life.
If you're struggling with your weight loss or your muscle growth, and and you have a setback, think of it in terms of, well, now I have the most opportunity to improve because I'm in the valley. And I like to say the example when people hit plateaus or a valley, right? That the only reason it's a valley is it's because it's between 2 peaks. Or the only reason it's a plateau is relative to that upswing. So if you're in a valley, it's not I mean, you can't say I'm in a dip. If you're in a dip, you know what that means.
Right.
That means it's going back up.
It's going back
Otherwise,
up.
it's just still a downward slope. So it's going back up.
Sometimes you gotta go down to reanalyze to get up even higher. It
gives you some perspective.
That's it. It's
part of life. And it's like one of those episodes I did where every time you have a dip or a flat part, quit. Everyone quits. Those are all opportunities to quit.
Yep.
And you could justify it. Say, I wasn't doing well, or I didn't sell that much this month, or I didn't lose that much weight.
Right.
And you can just make excuses every step of the way.
When you quit, you're done. When you don't, you still have a chance,
Yeah. Like, you'll never, if you have a goal, no matter what it is, relationships, business, fitness, if you have a goal and it's worth it enough for you, if you try, you can get there. And if you stop or you don't do it, it's like 100.
Embrace the struggle.
It's like it goes back to that MJ quote, like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Like, you'll never, if you never try different nutrition plans, you never try workout plans, if you never go to the gym, you'll guaranteed to never get it. Guaranteed. That's the only way you're guaranteed to not be successful. Everything else, you have a chance. You can get results. It's just doing it. It's just executing and chopping and chipping away.
And don't make excuses.
Yeah.
Because I have a kid, and I have a full business.
There you go. Tell him, because you get so many excuses. Go, rant. Go.
Yeah. Like,
fucking lay it on him. No. Be angry at them.
Yeah.
These are people that are bitching out because they're hiding behind their kids like shields, their jobs. I have 2 jobs. I have 3 kids. Like, we get it. You have limited time, but
look, there are weeks where I can't. I wish I could go 6 times a week to the gym. It doesn't happen. But if I could go 3 times and watch what I eat, you work around your kids.
You do what you can.
At the end of the day, everything in your life goes around your kids. You can work that around your kids too. It's not a big deal. It's just one more thing. I mean, using your kids isn't really an excuse. Like,
it should be a motivator, I would think.
If anything, yeah.
I don't have kids, but it should be a
you
motivator.
show them, like my child eats healthy foods because she sees me picking on me. She's like, why can't we get Capri Sun? And I'm like, you can't get Capri Sun because there's high fructose corn syrup in that shit.
Yeah.
That's just no good for you. And she's like, what? You know, like she's 6 years old. She don't know what the hell's going on, but like
Jacqueline watches. She's got a few kids. And she always says, "It's cancer in a box." Like all
Cancer.
she's at the supermarket, like, we can't have that because that's cancer in a box. And she's like, "Yeah, that's right."
And it's funny because my kid has never drank Coke in her life, right? They never had a sip.
Really?
Yeah. She asked for water at school for the other day for the first time. They gave her Sprite. Right? She drank the Sprite for the first time.
That's messed up.
She spit it out. She was like, it was attacking my tongue. 6-year-old.
The carbonation?
Because of the carbonation. Imagine you've never had that in your life.
It was attacking my tongue.
It was attacking my tongue, you know, so she doesn't like it.
But she's in there like playing with a foam roller and stuff too. It's like
yeah,
yeah, it's good influence, man. It's good influence.
And she prefers to pick up a banana and all that, you know, like, and that's just because she's looking at us. And my wife struggles. My wife has Crohn's disease, so we're constantly on the struggle with her. Oh, her stomach hurts, and she watches us evaluating what she ate.
Sure,
you know, and all that. So I mean, hopefully it works.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Cancer in a box. There she is, Jacket. That's the cutest. Home workouts are good for the kids. Use the kids as weight. I eat healthy and lift, and I lose weight. Jump rope in the sauna. All right, you're intense.
You know what I love to do in the sauna?
I do cardio for my health.
Meditate. I haven't been able to do it as of lately, but man, that is
yoga, meditation.
It's like a real mind exercise. You have to really. Yeah,
I think people assume that meditation is just okay. I'm gonna relax and fall asleep. It's hard.
It's
work. I think meditation is much harder than lifting weights. It's much harder than exercise. Much harder than yoga. Meditation is
a mind fight. It's a fight with your mind.
It's hard.
Mind that's constantly going too.
It's hard to turn it off, but it's with anything else. The yoga pose, the meditation, everything that's the hardest for your body to accomplish, like this is the most struggle. That's what you need the most. That's what you need. Like the pose that's the hardest, the style that's the hardest, the most challenging. That's what you need to grow.
Yeah. I kind of want to do one of those, a video of me doing the yoga poses now, just to kind of like, you know, like defend myself, because that last video was pretty sad. I remember it now. I was doing that. I was like,
we're in the field?
And I fell on my side. That ain't even cool, man. I can hold that pose now, right?
Well, we'll have a what's
like before and after?
No, we'll have like a retribution. We'll have like a
that's funny.
We'll have a comeback video. So let's see a couple other questions. It's hard not to fall asleep when you finally relax and meditate. My mind, everyone, the mind, and you can see he has a children. He has 8 children. He has a child. He has a wife. He has a family. He has a career, and he does his best to get it done. So either you make excuses or you cut that shit and you just fucking do it. You just have to fucking do it. That's it.
The excuse is just a door you're putting in front of yourself. Bro.
Yeah.
Don't put that shit.
It's a shield.
It's a shield. Just do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So any questions that you have, drop them below in the comments, and we'll do a couple things after this. I'll link you to Carlos's content. I'll try to find the links for the YouTube videos. If anyone wants to, if you want to put a link for the YouTube videos in the comments, you can do that too. But make sure you drop some comments for Carlos. If you have any questions,
we can put some of the videos also that we crossed so that they can see you on my channel too.
Yeah, so I'll put all the later today. I'll put all the links in the post description here. And if you want to, you could drop any comments below below here for Carlos, and we could send some of you his way because he has a lot of knowledge, and we have a lot of content over there too. So anyone that is watching this live, and if you catch the podcast on SoundCloud or iTunes or the YouTube videos anywhere, what I want you to do, take a screenshot. You can even drop a little comment and post it in your Instagram story. #Swolenormous, not hashtag, @Swolenormous. So tag me in your Instagram story. So right now, take a screenshot if you're watching this live or you're listening to this on the podcast. Take a screenshot and tag me in your Instagram story for a chance to be on my story as a shout out and to get a DM from Papa Swolio. So love you guys. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose. Thanks for joining for episode 512. See you tomorrow for 513, live every day at 12 noon Eastern time. Remember, all the episodes, YouTube, and also SoundCloud and iTunes for the podcast. Just type in Swolenormous everywhere. Swolenormous on Instagram. And remember, take a screenshot of wherever you're catching the Daily Swole today and tag me in your Instagram story for a chance for a shout out. Peace out. Let's flex on him. The most muscular Swolecast in the realm. I gotta out angle you, bro. It's like Animal Planet. Oh, that's nice, bro. That's a nice piece.
Did you see this one the last time?
I saw you doing it. I don't think so. I think I saw you doing it. I don't know.
Damn, I don't even think
know.
this was in those episodes.
We haven't done enough shirtless content.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see a lot of me shirtless, that's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? All right, peace out, fam. Love you. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll link you guys up to Carlos's stuff. Peace.
Laters.